What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Social Media Mindset. And I have got the first guest of his kind on the show. We are over 130 episodes in now. And for the first time ever, my guest is not in the real estate industry. He's not in the mortgage industry. He builds pools.
Yes,
he builds
sir.
pools. Parker, bro.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the show, man.
Hey, man, thanks for having me on. This is awesome. I'm glad that I could be your first professional pool builder to be on the show. That's awesome.
And depending on how this goes, you might be the only one,
Hey,
so
that could be good or bad, right?
That could be. It could. So, man, I'm excited because, in the world that I work, and actually, let's go back for a sec. Like we met at a local real estate MLS meeting. I spoke at it. You're there. Loving on the Realtors is one of the vendors, and we meet. I go to your social media, and I'm like, what the crap is happening? This dude is doing tons of videos about pools.
Yeah.
And so what I love about this is, right, like most people that I work with, they want to use the excuse of like, gosh, they're like, what I do is so boring. Like nobody really cares. And I've never once woke up in the middle of my sleep and been like, man, how does a pool work? Like that's never happened. But I find myself watching your videos because we are fascinated, not by what we're interested in all the time, but just simply what we don't know.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
And so I think this is a great lesson for listeners to understand, in that like the fact that people don't know what you do instantly makes you interesting if you'll just show up and talk about it.
Yeah, I think that's a great perspective. That's awesome. And, that's kind of how this started, was kind of like what you said. Most people don't think about how a pool gets built or even start to think about it. It's not on your radar until you decide to build a pool.
Right.
And you have a ton of questions, and, those resources are somewhat limited other than going to your friend's source. So
I want to know, because you've been in the pool industry for 4 years. At what point did you go, man, I probably need to try this like social media thing? Like, is there a story there?
Yeah.
How'd that happen?
Really, I think it just kind of started with the last couple of years, kind of following along on TikTok
Yeah.
after COVID hit and kind of watching that. And then once I saw a couple of videos on there of a couple different like pool builder companies, like the guys that have the TV show, and you see that, but otherwise there's not a lot. So that moment didn't really hit me until towards the end of last year. And to your point, a lot of people don't think about it. And in discussions and talking with my friends, I sent them a video one morning at a dig I was at, and my buddy was like, dude, you should make videos of that. Like, one, it'll help you sell pools, but two, that's way more interesting than sitting in like the board meetings I'm in. And to your point, like you said, you're not super interested in building the pool right now, but you start watching videos because it is interesting and people are curious about what they don't know and they like watching that process.
Yeah.
And so it just kind of took off, and I think so far it's been going super well.
Yeah. So talk to me about like, so you send this video to your buddy says, dude, you need to be posting this stuff online. Mm-hmm. Was like the next feeling fear?
Absolutely.
Of like, oh my gosh, what? No, like what? So how, because it would have been so easy, which is probably like, I would think most people have sent private videos to people.
Yeah.
And other people like you have had said to them like, oh man, you need to put these online. Mm-hmm. But they all go, nah, I'm not. So like, why were you willing to try? Right. Mm-hmm. Like, let's talk about that. And then did you like research what platform to start on? Did you just like talk us through some of that?
Cool. Let's see. So once the idea started getting kicked around about making videos of shooting the pools, I mean, it makes sense why. I mean, this is what we're doing. We're building pools. We're very fortunate that we live here in Rockwall, and we do a good portion of our business on referral basis. Like I said, there's not a whole lot of material or information out there for you to go and try to find about pool building, other than to go talk to your friend who just built one. And then it's a good or bad story. And if it's a bad story, okay, well, where's the good option? And that might, there's not one. So once we started making the videos, it's ultimately fear, because I don't want to be on camera talking, because to your point, I don't think any of this is that interesting. You know, to me, we do it all the time. And I think people are watching me, and I don't think anything that interesting, but what's happening and what's taking place, that is more interesting than actually building the pool. And so really for me, it's the fear of giving over being on the camera and talking to myself in somebody's backyard by myself and making a video that somebody may or may not how to even watch.
Yeah.
That was the hard part. So then to answer your question, how I got over that, I originally started on TikTok because my thought was, well, that way I can make it pretty easy. I can add little things here and there. And then really, once I put that out there, nobody's going to see that I know anyways.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was honestly how it helped me the most.
Bro,
So I did that. Yeah.
So hold on. So let's stop for a second because that is brilliant advice. TikTok really is the only platform that most of your friends probably aren't on. And if they are, they're not looking for pool stuff. So it's such an easy platform to just know only strangers will see this. Who gives a crap what they think about me? And dude, I mean, like you may or may not have done that on purpose. It sounds like you actually did it on purpose.
Absolutely.
But gosh, that's such brilliant strategy. So that's great, man. Kudos to you.
Yeah. So putting it out there on TikTok let me just kind of start making videos, and honestly, man, it's a trial and error. And so that's really what it was. Hey, I don't know anything about this. I don't make videos of myself or about what's going on. So let me do a little bit trial and error. And so that's really what it was. And I mean, honestly, like if you go back and find my TikToks, the first couple, I think I have like a minute long TikTok, which is insane to me now. How much time I put together making like this one, like really polished, like finished pool video that was like almost, actually, I don't think it was a 30 seconds long. And it took me a lot of time though. But I was like, at the time I was like, man, I'm gonna put this out there and it'll come across somebody's TikTok page and somebody will see this finished pool and they're gonna be like, yeah, I want to build this pool.
Yeah.
It got like 150 views, man.
Come on.
And I spent and you spend all this time and you're like, oh man, people aren't gonna watch that. So then it's a matter of just fine tuning that. And then once I was able to kind of fine tune those videos without me in front of the camera, I think it probably took a few weeks or maybe a month. Then I was able to kind of step in front of the camera and try to explain as best I could, then try to fine tune that and just kind of make these videos before I really ever put that content onto Instagram where I know people.
Sure, dude. That's scary, man. So did you learn everything completely on your own? Were there like accounts on TikTok that were teaching people how to do TikToks? Did you have any help like that at all?
No, not other than just watching TikToks. So again, I downloaded TikTok whenever COVID had hit, something to pass the time. I have a brother that works for them. And so it was really just kind of figuring that out. And so then I just, like a lot of people, just view TikTok from behind a screen. I don't post or make content because like I said, there's nothing I think is super interesting. And I'm not trying to make a comedy show or a family show or anything like that. So it's just a matter of watching it. So then once I decided to make videos, then at that point, my content watching really became educational purposes of, okay, what are these people doing? Or what are the trending sounds? What are the trending different things without me dancing in front of the camera? So far, I haven't done those trends.
Come on, dude. No dances yet?
Not yet.
Dude, I'd love to see you like moonwalking through wet cement, like in the bottom of a pool,
I have to work on my moonwalking skills.
Come on.
So I just watched other people's content, man. And that kind of helped, like, to try to recreate something that I saw work for somebody else,
Dude, I mean, so again, great advice that you just said. I went and watched what worked for somebody else. We get so stuck in these creative ruts of, I've got to do something new. I've got to do something that people haven't seen before. When the reality is most of your people probably still haven't seen it, but you've seen it. So you then assume everybody else has.
Yeah. And a lot of cool things about like TikTok, like just in general for me and doing this job, I like people. Like I love people, man. I love interacting with people, talking to people, getting to know people. People are super interesting to me. So that's why TikTok is awesome, man. It's just people from all over. You get these little glimpses or all these different things. And it's super cool. With the building the pools and everything, like I said, it's just a matter of watching these other creators, things that work for them, and then just taking that and recreating it, but to the pool video, which people haven't seen, because once I'm on TikTok and I actually look for that stuff, there's not a lot of it. And then that's to your point of, hey, what encouraged you to do it? That was really it. One is I'm going to go ahead and do it because it's not really out there. So worst case is, nobody sees it or it gets made fun of. But best case scenario, I'm really going to be the person doing the most videos on this platform, hopefully, and it gives us another lead source 100%. Just to let people know what we're doing here and there, because otherwise it's just word of mouth, man.
No, you're totally right. And so I want to I don't always get tactical because I like to talk to the mindset and really help like unlock the things we don't think about. But I'm interested with you. You do your first couple of videos on TikTok, they suck. What, like, because
They
right
still
when
suck, by the way.
dude, come
Yeah,
on,
they didn't
man.
get any better. They still suck,
They're
but
great.
yeah.
I think they're great. And I'm supposed to be the expert of this. So, that
I
opinion
appreciate that. That's
matters.
kind.
So I want to kind of break down, because especially in the world of Reels and TikTok,
Uh-huh.
there's a lot of moving parts, right? You've got
Yeah.
you on camera. There's something else you're showing. You're trying to find a sound. You may use like a green screen or something for a different video. Like there's so many working parts that I think the average person that listens to this can go, see, this is why I don't do it, because there's so many different things that I have the potential to be bad at. So for you start doing these videos. What was the first thing you said, I've got to get better at this part first? Right? Was it speaking into the camera? Was it the editing piece? Like, can you kind of walk through like the way you decided to get better?
Yeah, man. It's so I'll nerd out and geek out on things.
Come
So
on.
dive into it. So what I did was, once I started making the videos and trying to explain to people what we're doing and building the pool, and I got over the fear of just talking into a camera by myself in somebody's backyard, then it really was a matter of how do we get this to be a little bit better. And one of those things is you look at the platform directly that you're working with. And so for me, because I make it all on TikTok, I really do direct a lot of that content specifically for TikTok. And part of that is talking into the camera, one, as difficult as it is. But with TikTok, one of the things is you can, and the reason why I picked TikTok is you can go through and look at the analytics and the data in the background. And you can see when your followers are looking, and you can see your viewership, you can see how many views you get on the video. And then really it gets really specific. You can see the demographics, the age group, the location. And so it's, to me, that's really cool. So once I could break down the analytics and see the data and get more of that content, then it was a matter of how do we get this better. And one of the things that TikTok caters to is speaking patterns. So if you're able to speak quicker and get it out quicker and get going, TikTok, for whatever reason, the algorithm pushes those content creators a little bit more than people that talk slow. And that's just because of the way TikTok is as a platform. It's very fast. So if I start talking like this and you're on a platform that's moving very quickly, and then you get me doing this, oh my gosh, this is probably driving people crazy right now, because I've been used to just talking like this the whole time. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
And so that's kind of how TikTok works. And then whenever I make some of these videos specifically for Instagram now to put out for that content, that's to be a little bit more polished. And that's really how I use these videos now, is for my customers that I meet on a day to, that's how it comes into real life. Is it's no longer just out there in a universe that, hey, people may or may not see. No, now I give people my Instagram link and say, hey, while we're talking about building you a pool, go check this out, because there's a lot of questions that you might have. It might give you ideas. Plus, it also lets you see where I am and what's going on. So whenever we meet again next week or so, hey, we can kind of answer some of these questions or talk about some of those other pools you saw. So then it does transition to like real time now.
Well, and Parker, it also, like, the minute you can go, hey, here's my Instagram, it makes you so much more validated as the expert.
Sure.
To all the mom and pop companies out there that they may not even have a website.
Yeah, and that's my thing in doing construction in general, but specifically for pool construction right now and after COVID and after the freeze, and what we're doing, unfortunately, there's some of those, like you said, those mom and pop companies that are trying not to be found as much, whereas I'm trying to let everybody find me as easily as possible now. Because I want everybody to see what we're doing. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's so huge, man. There's already been so many nuggets in this episode. Whether you knew you dropped them or not, they have been dropped. And what I'm curious about, because I feel like there's another nugget in here for this. So you talked about on TikTok specifically knowing the data.
Yeah.
And so I think for most people, like, they know where to find the analytics, but for most of them, they see all those numbers, breakdowns, pie charts, and I think most people's brains just go, nope. Like, so can you kind of share?
Don't worry about it.
Well, and that's probably fine for some people, but for the people that think like you think, right? Like, what helped because you were able to sort through the data?
One, like you said, at some point when you first start doing it, you do start getting bogged down in it. And so you do start overthinking it. And I did get to that point where I was like, well, I think this video is going to be a real banger. So let me wait till 7:00 whenever I have the peak followers of 125 followers.
There we go.
So I can get the most video views.
Yep.
And I might get to break 225 views.
Let's go.
So shift your mindset. Whenever my mindset was just create, make the videos. And that's that's kind of what I got back to, because after doing that for a minute, you're like, it doesn't matter because I'm trying to create on there on TikTok, and that universe is one thing, and that data is helpful to me in that I can see which videos now work well. And then I'll take that video and I use that one to transition it to Instagram. The ones that flop on TikTok, they will say they're on TikTok. If you want to go see those, go to my TikTok. You can see all the ones that flop or that don't do well, or it's the same video 6 times with different music or with different verbiage in it. And again, that's what TikTok and looking at the data and the viewership, you can post the same 5 videos, but do 5 different songs with 5 different like hashtags or verbiage. And that viewership is completely different. So again, it depends on which platform you're trying to get to. If you're really trying to make it through TikTok, that's a whole different animal than get past the data, just make your videos. And then to your Instagram, that's all that matters. Those are the people that actually matter to you, because those are the ones that you see day to day, and then put them on the good polished stuff that says, hey, this is what we're doing and this video works.
So you're blowing my mind right now. I think I have the title of this episode on lockdown, because what I hear you saying is now you essentially test on TikTok to dominate on Instagram.
Yeah, I do that a lot. Yeah.
Is that,
yeah, that's fair. I make a lot of promo ads and different ads like on TikTok that don't ever come onto my Instagram page at all. But that's also because I don't want to overwhelm people I know with just like the same barrage of like, why do you need to send the same 6 videos with different music?
Sure. So when you
TikTok is a 3-second like commercial to me. That's how I view TikTok. It's a 3-second commercial. Either I got you in 3 seconds or I don't. That's it.
Yep. No, it's a great way to see it. And so when I love the phrase banger, you know, man, I think this one's a banger.
Oh man, it's gonna be awesome.
So how, because you said if it flops on TikTok, I don't put it on Instagram. So what's your definition of flop? Is it under a certain number of views, under a certain number of impressions? Like, how do you determine that?
No, like sometimes, like I said, if I do like the same video, because like I said, TikTok is a testing playground for me, man. Like just put it out there. So anybody that has these fears of making these videos, just start on TikTok. Do whatever you want. Make whatever videos you want, man. And you can make the same video and do it 3 different ways with 3 different music. And whenever I say what flops is typically with TikTok, is the best thing TikTok's good for is initial reaction. So if you have 2 videos or 3 videos and you get them all drafted and they're all ready to go and you post them at the same time, more or less, whichever one picks up the most steam and the most traffic initially, that's usually what gets people's attention and grabs their attention. Then on that case, that's typically the one that I'll use in the Instagram video that's more polished. And once a week or so will go by, generally that's still how it turns out in TikTok. They might more or less get the same viewership total, but one got there a lot quicker. And so to me, that's probably the video that got somebody's attention quicker, and it stayed on TikTok faster, and it was trying to gain traction. It just never did.
I love it, bro. I love that. So how often are you posting video content every week?
Every week? Weekly, man. If you want to get daily, then that's more accurate. Probably 2 to 3 times a day. Easy.
You're posting 2 to 3 videos a day.
I try to, Monday through Friday, man.
And
Saturday,
those are different videos.
Yeah, different videos, man. It's a lot. Man. It's a lot. And that's the hard part. But it's a matter of, sometimes it's easy because once you start getting this collection of video in the background, then it's a matter of, again, taking that same video of a polished pool, like a finished pool, and then just applying it to the most recent music trend or hashtag trend or whatever it is, and then re-releasing it, a couple weeks later. Because again, you like watching the construction, but at the end of the day, people still want to see the finished product of a nice pool. So I still post those, just.
It's huge, man. Dude, I love it. So tell me, like, you're talking to, because we both work with realtors, and I mean, obviously you can build a pool for anybody. And real quick, let's stop right now. What's your Instagram and your TikTok handle?
For TikTok, it is PHillTX. So PHILL. And then for Instagram, it's the same thing, PHILLTX _ Insta, INSTA.
Okay.
Yep.
So guys, go follow Parker. You're going to want to be in on this brilliance that's going on here. Okay. So I want to make sure we get that in before the end of the episode. So we've got a bigger audience now than maybe we do after the credits start rolling. So because we both work with realtors, we're in rooms with them all the time. One of them comes up to you and goes, gosh, Parker, I'm watching your videos. Like, I love what you're doing. I've been wanting to do video for a couple years now, but I just can't seem to be able to do it. What What's your advice?
One, very kind of you to assume people know who I am in a room. That does not happen. Nobody comes up to me in
It's
these
about
rooms.
to. It's about to happen.
Typically, I'll go to them. We'll start talking.
We're speaking this
And
into
then-
existence right now.
Yeah. But then at that point, once we start talking about the pools and what I'm doing, generally people have questions about a pool because it's just interesting. Because like you said, you're not talking a lot about building a pool. So people have a question, I'll answer it. But then at that point, it's immediately a great lead into an open conversation of, hey, what'll help answer a lot of these questions is check out my Instagram page. And then I can pull it up on my phone. You can take a picture of it, scan it in. Or a lot of times with these people, I get your number and I just text you the link to my Instagram and then it's there.
Yeah, but what's your advice to them if they suck at video? And you're trying to help them get over that hurdle?
Don't worry, I suck at it too, man. That's why nobody knows me in the room. It's cool. Like you said, make the TikToks. Just make them. They all suck. I mean, like I said, honestly, the biggest video that took off for me was some video at a Mavs game with Boban in it, and I had 50,000 plus followers. It's all dudes in Slovenia and Bosnia, but it was a huge video, man. It's my biggest video yet.
Oh my gosh, I love it
every week, man. So I would tell anybody, just make the video. You have nothing to lose. And what I always told myself was, how many pool leads did I get off of TikTok last year? 0. How many will I get off of this year? Well, guess what? I already have more than one. So it's working.
Yeah.
So your answer to not making videos was 0. Well, the only answer could be 1 or more.
Come on.
Forward.
Preach,
so
bro.
Go ahead and make it.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, somebody will see it out there in the TikTok universe. And guess what? They'll ask you to come build them a pool or to come sell their house or to find them a house or to help lend them a house or to help them with the insurance for the house or whatever it is that you do that helps people. Somebody will come and ask you a question,
Dude, 100%. I think that's great, dude. You have given so many gems, so many bangers. You've dropped some bangers on this episode.
Good.
And so we've already given them your Instagram, your TikTok.
Yeah,
if they are in Dallas Fort Worth and they want a pool,
yes, sir.
How do they do that?
Dude, they can go to obviously P Hill TX on TikTok or PHillTX _ Insta on my Instagram. They can message me directly. Okay. Other than that, you can go to Aquatic Arts Pool and Spa's website, which is aquaticartspoolandspa.com or aapns.com. And then from there, you can hit message and we can schedule appointments for you. We have pictures on our website. We have a Facebook page. We also have all these other options for you to get in touch with us. But yeah, man.
I love it.
Schedule.
I love it. Guys, go follow this man. If you're in Dallas Fort Worth and you need a pool, it's about to get hot outside. And so give them a call, a message, an email. Parker, bro, thanks for coming on the show.
Man, I appreciate you having me. And anybody that has questions about building a pool, like I said, even if we're not in your area and you have questions about building a pool, reach out to me. I'm happy to answer your questions. I can't even build a pool. I'm happy to answer your questions, though, and help you out to get to where you need to be, man.
That's awesome, bro. Thank you.
Cool.
Go Mavs.
Absolutely. Go Mavs.
Guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you didn't, hit the rewind button and go listen again because there's some nuggets in there. We'll be back real soon with another cool person with an even cooler story. See ya.
Awesome.